Stan Gibilisco here, proprietor and operator of amateur radio station W1GV, Whiskey 1, Good Vibrations. In the video just before this one, I asked you viewers, what is your worst antenna disaster? Or something of that sort, and I got a lot of responses, not too many that related to dramatic disasters, but there was one comment in particular that stood out. You can read those comments just by looking at this video. I think it's the one immediately prior to this one in the playlist and in the sequence of videos. And they appear in reverse order, by the way, so it's the second most recent that you'll find. Anyway, this guy, Ham and Shortwave Radio is his moniker. He is well known, by the way, throughout the YouTube community, especially in ham radio, and well respected. Says that he hasn't had any disasters relating to antennas, and he attributes that to the over-engineering that he does. He uses redundancy. That is to say, if one guy wire breaks, there's another one right next to it that'll back it up and prevent the tower from falling. Antenna supports. I suppose you could run dual conductors, one beside the other, so that if one of them snaps, the other one will stay intact and the antenna will continue to work. Things like that. Using stronger materials than are required. Generally, he seems to prefer a factor of 2, if I understand correctly. That is to say, he wants to make things twice as strong as they need to be. Now, your first reaction might be, well, that's going to cost a lot of money to do that, and why spend all of that extra money if you are just building something that's stronger than it has to be? And the answer to that question is pretty clear when you think about it. In the long run, the cost will be less, because sooner or later, a big windstorm or other lightning storm or snowstorm or even vandalism will come along and wreak its havoc. Of course, there's nothing you can do about a person who's determined to tear your tower down, except make sure that he spends a good long time, he or she spends a good long time in jail. But if you over-engineer, they call it over-engineering, and it's done throughout the electronic world in products of high quality, particularly in the military, where reliability is an absolute must. You don't want something to fail at the last possible moment. Alas, in recent years in many industries, over-engineering seems to be practically an unknown. Only in the highest quality products and the best known for their quality will you find over-engineering. And you'll pay for it too, up front. But in the long run, the thing will last longer, you'll get more service out of it, you'll have a lot less grief when you have to repair it and put it back up again. That'll double your cost right there. Over-engineering, a practice strongly recommended by yours truly, W1GV, who will now sign off, say 73 and so long, which, in any system, over-engineered or not, if it's a ham radio station, will translate to da-da-da-da-da-da.